Welcome back, everybody, to the channel and to the iRacing AI JKR GT3. I don't know what to call this series championship. So today we are at where are we at? Road America, my home track, good old Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Um, yeah, that's about all I got to sum up this. The previous two races at where we Spa and Daytona, they were quite the adventures. So if you enjoy this kind of thing and haven't gone back to watch those, make sure you go check those out. It was very fun. And if this kind of series thing interests you and you want to kind of go see how we got to this point, make sure you go back and watch the previous 5 or 6 seasons that we had previous to this one. Spec Racer Ford, Formula B, Mazda Cup, Formula 3, and GT4, I think, were the series. It'll kind of set the stage for where we are and set everything up nicely. So if you enjoy this video today, drop a like and a sub down below so you don't miss any of the action moving forwards. Of course, today we have our usual format for this GT3 series, 2-lap queue and a 45-minute long race with pit stop. So that'll be something to look forward to. And as always, if I have any mic issues, I apologize. I've tried to address them and mend them as best as I can. It's not going to get a whole lot better, unfortunately, so hopefully it's not too unbearable and the racing experience is alright as a fan perspective. So here we are on our Q lap. If the first one's good, we'll just run the one. I'm not interested in winning the pole or anything like that. Just want to get a solid starting spot. At Daytona, we were frankly out to lunch. If you haven't gone and watched that race, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have, yeah, we were 27th on the grid. Managed to make some nice pit strategy, and we finished up in, I believe, where we finished? We finished 4th at Daytona. So kept ourselves in the points hunt. But we need to be better than that today. So let's see what we can do here. Don't know exactly what we're going to have here on pace because there are a lot of long straightaways, but there are also a lot of corners that you need good braking and good grip. So the 7-wing that we're running on this setup that I built for this should be set. I say built, this is a year-old setup and then some, over a year-old setup. But just retooled it a little bit, made sure it passed tech for the updated car for 2022, put some more fuel in it, a little bit different rear wing package, and sent it on its way. So kink flat, maybe. We're not going to try it. It's fine. Down the back straightaway into Canada corner. Gotta remember not to use the V8 Supercar or Xfinity brake markers. Those are the two cars I've driven around here most recently. This car obviously with ABS and quite a bit more grip and downforce, not going to really drive like those cars. So. Alright, here we go. Flying lap coming up. See how we stack up. Top 15 would be good. We know we have good long run pace for the most part. The straightaways are going to hurt us a little bit, I fear, again, but hopefully not as bad as Daytona was. See what we can do. Alright, get through turn 1 alright. It's one of the more troublesome corners usually. Down to second gear there. Probably could have just used third, but it's fine. This Q lap is not that important. And down towards turn 5. Sharpest corner on the track. Just about get the thing stopped and turned in there. Obviously know this place pretty much like the back of my hand. Come up to Corvette. Second gear again, turned in easy. There we go. A little bit of a lift here through 7. Turn 8. Hurry downs. A bit better in there that time. Turn 9 to carousel. Bit of an early turn in there, it's a little mistake, but we made it work. Turn 11 here at Kettle Bottoms. I keep getting those mixed up, I don't know why. Just about made it through there. Leaving third here over the crest. Fourth on the exit and down to the final corner, turn 14. Just about get the thing in there, slid the front just a little bit. Get a nice run up to the start-finish line. So, job done on the Q lap. It was okay, not great, but it's fine. Good enough. See where it puts us. 208 dead, that's okay. Not going to be a pole winning lap there, obviously, as you can see. See how we stack up here. So it looks like we're okay. We're at least less than a second off of the ballpark, which is good. Been good, not great. So, all right. Okay, we should be starting about 7th or so here. So, yep, 7th place. So we're in the ballpark. We just barely missed a second off of 5th. So it's pretty encouraging. Be roundabout where we need to be here. About a half a second off the front row. So that's good. Long pace lap here. Very, very long pace lap. Just got to stay out of trouble here as usual in the first couple corners, and we should be okay. We'll do a fuel check right about half distance, 2-minute laps, let's say. Let's say there's going to be about a 23 lap race. 22, 23 laps. So keep in mind there. I'd say 22 probably because the pit stop will take a little while and traffic and so on that might come into place. So hi dog, making an appearance, been a little while. Alright, long pace lap here, so about 5 minutes or so a pace lap takes around here, so. Hey, time to get rolling. Nim Cross there next to us, behind us now, I guess. The third Merc. Obviously Drew is on pole in the Merc, we're in the Merc. Dale Jr., the dominant winner at Daytona, starts up in third, Seatbelt, and another Porsche up in second on the front row. Are there any BMWs up here? I can't tell what else is running here. Not a BMW. Is a BMW behind us? No, it's not a BMW in like the top 9 for sure. 10. Again, I don't know if Kevin's a BMW, but no BMWs up near the front. Couple Lamborghinis, Audi next to us, Ford in front of us, a couple Porsches, McLaren behind us, and of course Mercedes. So good mix other than the BMW. It looks like. I guess there's no Ferrari up here either. So Ferraris and BMWs absent from the top 10. It looks like. Happy with the Q app. Not my best Q lap, not the best effort on my part. It was okay, good enough. But 7th is a hell of a lot better than 27. So if we can just stay out of trouble here and not have to do 10 resets, then we should be okay. Gotta hang on some rear tire here. This place, a lot of slow exits. Not slides, especially on entry even, so I have to definitely keep the tires on it and be there in the long run and hopefully be around to fight at the pit stop. That'd be good. If we can be pitting from the top 5, we'll be in good shape. We've already seen that the AI tend to take tires on their pit stop. As usual, we are not going to do that. We're going to try to go with the tire saving strategy, go a little bit conservative, and get that 20 or so seconds on the pit stop. My dog has her ear flopped over here, so she looks all silly. Hi, doggo. Let me fix your ear. Hi, there you go. Good girl. Okay, you're all better. Hi. Don't let me drive off the road. Okay. Oh, dog life. I like dogs. They're nice. You're so tall. Alright, back to focus on the action here. Doggo's doing good. Alrighty, righty. Here we go. Henry. I don't know what Henry is, but there it is, the Henry Bridge. Apparently over there on the left quite hands-on. My buddy told me you can go sit right next to the wall on the bend there, the club circuit bend. Go sit right over there next to the racetrack and just essentially reach out. So probably not an easy place to patrol for the marshals or anything. Let's not drive off track here, Justin. Make sure we get the tires cleaned up and heated after the excursion of this pace lap. And 45 minutes, we'll start the countdown. So ready to rock and roll. Should be a good race. Should be exciting. A track I'm fond of, obviously, and decently good at. Had some good success here in various series in the past. So Never quite got an LMP1 here. Been close a lot of times, but just about everything else I've ever raced here we've got a victory in, so. Ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Pace car should duck in here shortly. Alright. Getting ready to go. Pace car will be off and we'll be on our way up the hill here. Here we go. Not the best start for me. Good enough. Looks like we've lost one spot there to the outside line with Nim. Just gonna have to be a little bit patient here. Not really anywhere to go. We're boxed in a little bit. Oh man, I dropped the wheel. Big crash. We're gonna have to do a restart and do a whole pace lap. I'm just gonna junk everybody here for fun. Oh, we've been killed. Yeah. Anyways, so I dropped the wheel there. I'm gonna show you what that looked like. So here we are in the cool Vic Bloom Spa Russell Despain paint scheme. Thanks Russell for this great paint scheme a while back. I lost track of where we were there. Just dropped the right rear and murdered poor dude in front of us. So we're gonna have to go back. It was Lauren, I think, that was in front of us. And now we get to do a whole other pace lap. I apologize. This is about the worst track to have to restart. Freaking pace lap again, but that's why I want to be patient. That one was on me. I lost track of where we were there. I got a little disoriented. I was trying to just follow Nicole. Realized they were going to kind of swing out of the brake zone. Probably should have just followed in there, but chose not to, so it's about 5 minutes. We'll never get back, and we'll have to do another 5 here. So it'll take a little bit longer, this race again. I say this video, the race will be the same length, but the video. Which is fine. I wish we could have the option of a short pace lap or anything, but we can't, unfortunately, so this is what we got. Let's not do that again. So what I'm saying here is when you're following the pit road wall, if you follow it all the way down, I think it takes it further than the grass does. Yeah, so we're following the pit road wall and it comes out, the grass does further at the racetrack, so we're trying to follow the pit road wall and create space on the right side there. And the grass sticks out further than that, which I should know, did know. Dumb move on my part, but we'll give it another crack. Hopefully a little better start this time, and can kind of protect a little bit better, be a little more cautious so we don't have to be aggressive to try to get the spot back from Nim and Tran next to us that we lost on the initial get-go. So hopefully we can be okay here, filter through, be nice and smooth, not have to do this 10 times because at 5 minutes a piece it gets really boring, really old. So be ready to rock and roll. Try again, boring to death. You can skip ahead about 2 minutes from this point if you want to just get the start of the race. Let's get 2 minutes in this video. Click the fast forward button 12 times. Should put you right where you need to be. And we'll be good to go. Hi there, doggo. Why are you looking at me like that? I didn't do anything. Looking at me like I'm a criminal or something. Not very nice. I know in theory I could be saving fuel here during this point of the race. Just getting every bit of fuel mileage out of it that I can. Don't really feel that's necessary. We've already got a pretty significant pit advantage with not taking tires, along with the fact that we, already probably get better fuel mileage, not having the programmed brake and gas points and so on. So should be okay. We've been pretty much the last car to pit. Each of these races we came in a lap earlier than Nim and Drew up ahead. I couldn't think of his name. Drew up ahead there, the 2 Mercs. So 3 Mercs went on last race. Although at Spa, Drew was the first car to pit, so not sure exactly how that all plays out as far as strategy and whatnot, but that's what we've got at least. See how it plays out in this one. And it seems like the Mercs are able to go longer. Maybe the Ferraris have to pit shorter. I don't know exactly how that works. It should be the same fuel tank capacity, but that doesn't mean it's the same fuel size, if that makes it. Should be similar. I don't know why that wouldn't be the case, but there have been times where some of the updates would make a certain car a little bit more thirsty or not. A couple minutes we've seen cars pitting just past halfway. We can almost go essentially another 5-10 minutes past that, like 5 laps around Daytona or more. So I don't know exactly what causes that, if that's a AI preference thing or they're programmed to pit at different times for strategy. I don't know, but that kind of explains where we've had that delta before. So As usual, like I said earlier, if you enjoyed the video and this kind of race in the series, make sure you drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the action from after this, what will be the final 3 races of this series, as well as the couple special finale races that I have coming up at the end of this, since this is the final full season. But we'll get into that when we get to the conclusion. This is the top echelon of motorsports, really. I talked a little bit about the LMP2 being a little bit buggy right now for AI, so we're not going to have an LMP2 season to kind of be top level motorsport. This is going to be it. So I'll move on to what I got in store coming up, and we'll talk about that more in later videos because we're going green. So I'll shut up and focus on this start, and hopefully this is a good race. So I hope you all enjoy. That time took off very, very slowly. I don't know what's going on with Drew there. He's not going anywhere. So we did get damage. Hopefully it's not too bad. We do have the fast repair checked. So that's something to keep in mind here. Back out of that one. That could go bad. I don't know what happened to Drew there. We got some right front damage. Hopefully the car is okay. It should be. We hit him at pretty low speed. We'll get the fast repair pit stop though just to make sure. How far back did they follow up that the driver's right lane went nowhere? Those guys are all the way back in the 20s. Drew continuing in the spot. Maybe he's stuck on his pit limiter or something weird. I can't think of anything else that would be weird. Gotta be sneaky up the inside here. They were side by side ahead of us in the Lambos. Sneak through and grab third spot there from Brent as he was trying to go around the outside of Randy. That one so the top championship guys there, Junior and Drew, qualified up towards the front, jumped right back down the field immediately, so gives us a big boost for the time being. C-Bell up front still from the second row on the grid. That kind of explains that weird start. If those guys didn't go, obviously Drew controls the race till the green flag. Very strange. I don't know what happened, but we made it through. Minimal damage it should be. Check my incident counter here. Should be 4x. It was a 4x, so fairly significant content, but shouldn't be anything that damages our car too badly, and we'll get it fixed nonetheless anyways. So. Still lacking some straight line speed, it looks like. Got to get everything up to temp normally, so. See if we can find some better lap times here as we go. A little bit of dirt there on the inside of that caught, not great. It's alright, so. Looks like C-Bell got a penalty there as we're going to run off track. The C-Bell must have got a jump start penalty there. You know, for going when the green flag came out and being whatever problem Drew had there. So he's going to get dumped back, and Randy's going to go from 4th to 1st on the first lap. We're going to go from 7th to 2nd, so I guess that's technically a good start. Looks like our straight line speed disadvantage isn't quite as drastic in this race so far. You didn't lose, you know, a whole second on the front stretch or anything. They weren't able to just pull out and pass easily, so still just hanging out right here. There we go, just about kept you on the track. Still trying to get my bearings as to where we need to put the car. How the brakes are going to come in, the tires are going to come in, and so on. Looks like they do have a little bit of a top speed advantage, but not quite as much, so we're going to protect down here again. Nice and smooth in the corner there. Just about get the thing rolling. Drew's still having issues. He's up there, he's going to be in last place. I don't know what his problem is. It could be a pit limiter thing. I don't know if the AI have that. I don't know why he'd be on the pit limiter for a pace lap anyways, but I don't know what else it could be, but we're going to lap him, and he's 40th and last right now, so he could be dumping a large amount of points here today. I got to focus and get my shit together. We have not run a very good couple laps here to start. So C-Bell coming up here over this penalty, and I'm assuming he's going to get service while he's in there. We're still trying to get going. I don't know how bad the front end damage is. Could be limiting us quite a bit. I don't know. Feeling decent there through the kink. Drew has made it to pit road, but he will almost certainly go a lap down by the time we come around here. Just about to get the thing into 12 there. Felt okay. Have a little bit of ground. Keeping the track that time, that's beneficial. Another off track there, just ran a little bit wide on exit, tried to carry the center speed. Couldn't do it, so a couple of sloppy laps to start here from me. Not a great start. Gonna just keep breaking the draft there. We did lap Drew. A little bit wiggly there on a turn, under braking. Alright. Couple of Lamborghinis here first. Trying to chase Randy and hold one off with Brent. Tran back there and was essentially the same car in the Audi. Basically the same platform, similar engine, similar chassis and so on. So looks like they're very strong here. Again, the car just twitchy under braking. And it's getting back to Greg Hill in fifth there. I don't remember what he's driving, but whatever, it's fine. Keep making little inroads here, and we can hang on the back of Randy. We'll be okay. Here we go. Bear through there, opened up a little bit of a gap back to Brent behind us. This is the corner that kills front tires here. The fast kinks and stuff that we've got, and then the carousel is such a long corner. There. About 3/10 we lost her there, so. Turning in very early just to help with any understeer we're having at the moment. Trying my best. Alright. Just about keeping the track there, we just gotta be so careful. Corner's slower than I think, but we managed to get through there okay this time. Lost a little bit of time this lap. Opened up a little bit of a gap behind, but Brent. That's 3 laps down already. Don't know where Drew came out, but 10th in line behind us there with some issues. We'll see how he recovers. Just need to put solid laps together now that we got some tire heat, got a little bit of a rhythm. Hopefully close this gap down. Feel like we're going to be better in the long run like I've talked about, and we should have the pit stop advantage. If we can save tires, not having to put tires on, that would be important. See how we do here. Push the brakes on a little bit too much there. Really actually trying pretty hard right here to close this gap down. I know this is the time. Pulling away from behind just a little bit. Closed down briefly, very, very slightly we've caught up, but not very much. Definitely not enough to have a big push or anything there. We can just get through the carousel bear. Now it's the tester there. Just about keep it on the track there with a slight blend on entry. So still okay. Alright. Seems like we're pretty good through these last couple of corners. Yeah, definitely we made up some good time there. Good time through both. We can get off of there okay, we did. Decent that so 3 to 4/10 gain there that lap on Randy up ahead, that was good. Definitely beneficial. 2:08.3, solid lap that would have put us up in the top 5 in Q, so happy with that. Again, a little bit of a bobble in braking. Turn 1, heavy braking. It's alright, this is not the track you want that because pretty much every corner is heavy braking, but That was okay. Little stuff just a little bit pushed us wide, but it's fine. Down here we got capitalized, but not quite as aggressive as we had been. Still 4/10 back to Brent Foster's. Pulled ahead of Tran just a little bit. Made about a 10th on Randy there in turn 5. Seems like we're about even through Corvette there. Pretty even for most of the lap, it looks like. Obviously, the mid-engine Lamborghini will have different strengths than the front-engine Mercedes for the most part. Maybe some of that's coming into play here in the carousel. A little bit understeer perhaps for the front-engine car. Alright, we're on the charge. Just making little ground. Baby steps. Very, very good here through 13. Pretty good, I feel, through 14, so that's important. Gap was 1.9 last lap. We'll see what we can do this lap. Just about get to roll through there, a little bit understeer. Around half a second gain that lap, so we're pulling Brent with us and the other Lambo behind. Starting to drop Tran and Hill a little bit. Nash is about 8 seconds back, already in 6th, so top 5 is broken away just a little bit. About a half-second gain that time. A little better in the turn 1 that time. About 10th. Still just getting a little bit of a sniff of the toe. Every little bit helps. Just about 12 minutes in the race here. Getting to be around a quarter distance. Minimal gain there that time, but it's okay. Minimal gains are better than gain. Feel okay about our pace here. I think it's just a matter of time where we get up in the toe and get a good run somewhere. Feel fairly confident, so that's good. Car feels predictable, smart, smooth. This seems to be our only trouble corner here, the carousel. We lose 2 to 3 tenths there, but good lap there. Good turn through there for once. Got through there pretty well. Just about keep it on the racetrack. Kick up a little bit of dirt, but you get toe now all the way down the straightaway. We do. A couple tenths gained. Definitely in range now. Good through 13. That can we get a run down the front stretch is the question. Is the aero push going to hurt us here? Yes, but not enough. Closed right up now on the back bumper. We're going to be there down the front stretch. Big toe. Can we get enough of a suck to get down inside going into turn 1? Is the rear wing going to be a disadvantage for us again here? A little bit defensive from Randy. We do have a big run. Going to look to the outside. We're going to back out of this one a little bit early. It's not the corner. It's not our best corner. We're going to hold it around the outside of turn 1. It's a tricky one. We got it done. Job done. What a pass. That was an exciting one. Of course, now we're going to be vulnerable immediately on the run down to turn 5. Cost us a little bit of time in the battle right there. About half a second or so. Had to go around the outside of 2 fairly tight corners. Going to go protective again down here. Defensive in the 5. Make go around driver's right. Park it on the inside. Park it on the apex. Straight exit. Job done. Still 3 back. Brent's up behind as well. Job done for the lead. How close was it at the line there? Probably about 3 tenths. I'll look here on the straightaway. And air is going to be important. Yep, 2 1/4 tenths there. It was easy. So it took us 6 laps to go from 7th to 2nd essentially, and then got the free pass for most of those on the start, and then made up the place, made up the time, and grabbed the race lead. So field's starting to spread out. Almost 10 seconds now back to Sean Nash in 6th. So but as far as that goes, we know that the points leader, Drew Adamson, is back in 40th and last currently after some issue on the start. Still don't know what happened to him, honestly, but that's all right. Not my job to worry about him and his race, my job to worry about my race. So there we go. Again, we could probably put tires on and be okay as far as time, but in a 40-minute race, I just don't see it's necessary. Why not give up the, or why give up the time that you're going to gain for fresh tires and just give it all up on the pit stop? So easy call for me not to put tires on, even if we do have a nice lead. Just not worth it. We might overfuel a little bit to make sure we're safe in case we get a weird number of laps, but that's a pretty abnormal thing. So now we've got the lead, we should be in pretty good shape. Smart and smooth. Haven't quite broken the draft or anything. 3 cars within 2 seconds behind us, but hopefully they'll get to battling a little bit with each other. There we go. 4.4 kills kind of no minutes, and then 10 back to kill. Start 10 back to that. Big slide on entry there, big drift. Cost us a couple tenths maybe. Poorly under braking still. A couple more tenths there through 6. Feel like our pace is good, maybe not outright, but I feel like consistency for any mistakes, so that's important. See if the clean air helps us here through the carousel as we go. We weren't in too much dirty air earlier, but every little bit hurts. Of course hurts him as well back there, so we're able to maintain that time again. Just about, at least. Through the kink well, seems like we're good through there, good through the kinks, so. Turn 7 there, the kink here on the backstretch, and then turn 13 seems like some of our stronger corners. So the bigger rear wing to set, starting to pay off here compared to where we are maybe on straightaway speed. Important to know that later on if we need it. A little bit of a lift there, just keep it on the track. Wobble under braking, get the thing slowed up, turned in straight. Nice exit, no problem. About 1.6, so we've opened up a little bit of a gap here. Still not quite outside the draft range, as Brent's going to have to defend from Tran behind us. About 18 minutes in, so about 40% of the way through this race now. Car's looking and feeling very good. There we go, get turned in nicely. There we go. 1.5 seconds to our battling for third now. Foster and Tran, a big fight, scuffle down there at turn 5. Haven't really caught Christopher Bell as much. I thought we'd run him down, but obviously good pace starting up in the top 5. And, kind of maintained his gap after his penalty pit stop to cars in front. Tony Gardner's had an issue, drop from 12th down to 38. Steve Bell shouldn't be too much of a problem. Car's good pace. Haven't really caught him very much, especially what we've been battling. 1X there, dropped the wheel just a little bit, no problem. Shouldn't be any damage. Struggling just a little bit to get to the net. It's alright, not a problem. These are the first led pre-pit stop. Obviously, we came out after our pit stop in Spa. We were contending at the front, but really checked out after that. So these are the first laps in this third race here that we're hopefully going to be able to pit from the lead, which would be an advantageous position. Obviously, just hoping that the conservative tricky road to get onto here at Road America, so every bit of gap helps. Just about lost it, got dropped rear wheel there, not quite, managed to hang on. Straighter exit. Decent job coming back to start finish line, so feeling okay. Just about 20 minutes in here, 25 to go. Stevie Reese looks like he's had an issue from 12th as well, so 12th place might be bad luck here in this race. A little bit more conservative here on the brake marks and the lap times. Can really only go wrong now with the decent pace that we've got. And the lead, obviously, you can only really mess it up, so you don't want to give it away like that, like I did at Daytona, getting in the bus stop with a lapper. It's really the only way things can go wrong here. We're in good shape, so it's got to be smart and smooth. Alright, we're doing alright. Just got to take a deep breath, calm down. We're in good shape here. Car feels very, very good. Feels fast, feels consistent. I was worried that this place would be a little bit of a worry for the rear wing, but we seem to have gotten over that. The 7 wings appears to be a good call here, which wasn't at Daytona on my part. We went with it, and it got top 5, but not what we needed to compete for the win with Dale Jr. Important to get this result here today, though. If we can get this one, we'll be in good shape. So, definitely an important job here to get done today, and I'm a little bit less worried about places like Road Atlanta, with just the one long straightaway, and then of course Sebring as well. Long straightaway there in Watkins Glen. So plenty of tracks with some long straightaways, but we shouldn't be. Daytona just about the worst track for getting too much rear downforce and having a lot of aero drag, so should be looking okay. This is probably the second worst track. Not quite as bad, but difficult track for downforce. Not like you need none like you run at Daytona usually, so I'm encouraged by the performance here today, for sure. Struggling a little bit with understeer there in the last corner. Still doing okay, around the 2-second gap at the moment. Check the timer again, just about at halfway. After this next lap, we'll check on our fuel. And we'll make our calculation for how much we need at our pit stop. Again, can afford to probably take a little bit extra just because of where we are in position right now. If we pit from the lead, obviously, and don't take tires, we're already going to make the gap, so we might as well be safe on the fuel in case we get a weird extra lap or something. So probably 21, 22 laps is going to be the mark here. Let's say 22. Happy with the car. Feels pretty good, balanced. We got right from damage that we picked up on the green flag. That doesn't appear to be hurting us at least too terribly much. It's not great, but it could be a lot worse. Looks like Drew will probably finish outside the top 30 would be my assumption, so enough for whatever went wrong with his Mercedes. Expecting the similar start to what we had the first time and didn't get it, and that's what kind of stacked everything up. Second, third, fourth, still separated by only about 1.5 seconds, so still very much in a good fight there. 5.5 back in the Grey Hill, almost 15 seconds now to 6th place Sean Nash, so top 5 definitely separated quite a bit. Kim Berry had some kind of issue there. Drop back. Christopher Bell's made a couple of freebies on that now. Slide the rear tires on entry there. Looked like an off candidate. There. A nice fuel calc here at the end of this lap. Should be plenty to go to the end from here. Past halfway in the timer on this race. Definitely big understeer there in the last corner again. About 13.2, so we need about 6 gallons of fuel on our pit stop here. Go with that, should be plenty conservative. 6.1 should be more than enough to do even a cool down lap as well on this big 4.048 mile track, so Probably could go a little bit less, but assuming that we're going to come from the race lead, there should be plenty in hand to be a little conservative. All tightening up here for second place. 2 passes gap for Randy and Brent. Maybe we'll see a pass or attempted pass down the straightaway here to turn 5. Now just 1 10, so they're definitely going at it. Side by side, perhaps, is the question mark. Saw that on the first lap as well. That's how we got by Brent on the first lap, trying to go around. But they are side by side. Looks like Brent might have gotten that pass done. See if he can hold it here, still side by side. Just each other fine. Now I'm going to return right back into Randy's going to prevail for the moment. Close fight there. Randy will hold on to the position. Brent had it briefly but couldn't complete it, so they cost each other at least a half second up to a second there. Opened up the gap for me, and now they're truly my cars, so shouldn't be pulling them along at all anymore. So hopefully they continue to battle each other back there. I can just kind of scoot away a little bit. That would be ideal. Greg Hill trying to hang on the back of them. Another 11 seconds off Greg Hill, back to Sean Nash in 6th. Starting to see cars coming to pit road, including one of the Mercedes. Sarah there you see from 11th place, so not quite sure what the strategy is for the Mercedes cars here. It seems like they can go either way. They're either pitting right at halfway, pitting early, or they're extending the stint, so interesting strategy calls from the Merc crews. Hit the escape button on accident there. 19 minutes left in this race, about 25-26 minutes in. 4 seconds is the gap. Looks like we got a lot of pit stop takers there, so pretty much everybody coming to pit road here at halfway. See if any of the Mercs decide to stay out, such as Nim Cross. We expect, obviously, some of the other cars behind to continue on here. Nim Cross should be staying out in here at 2nd place, I think. But Kevin Combs is still going. Can't quite see everybody. Interesting drag. Out here for a little while now. See right in front of us, the fellow Merc is running up in the top 15. We've seen before though that Nim has stayed out long as well as Drew. I didn't see Drew. I wasn't looking for Drew back there, but he's almost certainly back towards the tail end of the pack there. We'll see how much gap we can get here. If this car was 11th, Sarah's car, and only 15 seconds up the road, perhaps we'll be lapping all the way up there. Is he up? There's Drew back in the pack. Should still have to make a pit stop. He only came out in lap 1. It's going to be more than a lap short, so even if he got fuel, he's going to have to come back again. So, going to be a rough day, it looks like, for Drew Adamson in the points. He'll probably drop at least 30 points back, which is not good with only 3 races to go. Road Atlanta, Sebring, I believe, and then Watkins, the finale. A little more lift there, a little bit more conservative. We don't have a lot to gain at this stage of the race. Hopefully we can go about another 3 laps or so here on our fuel before we have to come in and make a pit stop. There we go, just about get the car turned in there nicely, no problem. There we go. Alright, so we'll see how many lap cars we can get through. Hopefully we come out with clear racetrack. Back of cars coming off pit road. Shouldn't be a big issue. Nice gap we'll come into here at the moment. So Kevin Bobbitt, Tom coming out in front of us here. So Sarah's actually running pretty well up to the top 10. Like 7th or so. A little bit slow to get through Kevin there. Tom in the BMW up in the top 10 currently. So who stayed out? We'll have to look around next time by who stayed out the extra lap there. Tom going to stay driver's left there. Get out of our way. Nice of him. That's a couple of easy ones. Now about 8 seconds up to Kevin Combs. Cars that have stayed out still have not crossed the line, so that's good for our gap. We're about a minute into the lap here, and still no cars that have stayed out long with us. Don't know how far Nick fell there. I thought he was in driver's left lane on the start. I think he was. I think he started 10th, I believe, so I don't know why he's dropped so far back in the Merc. Lisa Hudson looks to have stayed out, and Randy's right up behind her, so maybe just two of us, myself and Lisa. Randy at 20 behind, so we're going to have about 50 seconds in front of us is going to be Randy, who's really the first car that's good on fuel, so pit stop shouldn't take that long, maybe a minute, but we'll have a 20-second lead if that's the case. That's if we don't increase the gap anymore also, so see where it all plays out. We should be good on pit stop fuel. 6 gallons shouldn't take more than about 15 seconds. Obviously a very long pit road, about 35 second length pit road, so like I said, even if it takes us about a minute, we'll still have a 20-second gap behind us after the pit stop. Good to know. Looks like everybody else has filed suit, so Nim is up to 7th, probably still has yet to pit. Lisa, obviously, in 2nd is yet to pit. On pit road now, actually, we just went by Lisa, so Christopher Bell as well, they're in pit road. Looks like Drew came in that lap as well. We see him up ahead of us here. So maybe everybody, Nim, I didn't see Nim on pit road, that doesn't mean he wasn't there. Shade coming out just a little bit here as we get later in the day. Robinson back in the 30s now, definitely struggling. Yeah, we see the leaders up about 48 seconds ahead of us even. And Cross probably yet to come to pit road. We come up behind Drew now. Hopefully we catch him in a decent spot. Just be nice and patient here. Should be getting blue flags. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna stay driver's left. See if we can dive up the inside. Can't do it quick yet there. He's gonna choose to be a pest. We're actually gonna put him 2 laps down here, but of course we still gotta come to pit road, so see how this all shakes out. Obviously has good speed, won the pole, but some kind of mechanical issue here today. Unfortunate. Push. Still following these guys, gonna get stuck behind them a little bit, not ideal. Getting close to the pit stop here, about maybe 2 more laps will put us down under 10 minutes to go. Yep, we'll see if we can go 2 more laps. We'll check next time by. 2.8 gallons. We'll see how we're at next time by. Big toe here down the front stretch. Should be able to get this pass done in turn 1. Should let us go, probably, hopefully. Actually going to fight us a little bit hard right here. Interesting for a car going 2 laps down. A little bit of a hip check. A little more of a hip check. Not ideal. Hopefully the car is okay. Can't believe he's fighting this hard. The leader of the race. I don't care how fast your car is, you gotta let the leader go. There's gotta be blue flags. You're 2 laps down in last place. So we will take that faster pair at the tail end here. Car feels okay. I don't think there's any major damage. Better to be safe than sorry. Just gotta nurse it around for, I guess, another lap and a half or so, and then we will get that faster pair. Hopefully come out and clean racetrack. So Stevie Reese, is about 15 seconds up the road from Drew, that 39. So definitely gonna lose unless something weird happens. More than 30 points today. See how the fuel looks this time around, if we need to come in this time or not. About 2.8 gallons last time. Looks like we got a car stopped here. It's going to tow. Gonna sneak around Kevin here. Into the kink side by side. That's not a little bit there, but it's fine. More cars with issues. Looks like Craig Hill is heading off. From close to the top 5, 6 or 7 places had a mistake and an off. Everything kind of unraveling for some of these guys right now. Late in the going, under 10 minutes to go. We should be able to go one more, so we're gonna stay out here and go around one more time. Maximize this low fuel running. Not gonna be a great lap here. We've had several issues with Drew and then getting around Combs with the stopped car that was up ahead there, so we'll go around one more time and come to pit road, get our extra fuel, and be on our merry way. So they have closed down a little bit here. A couple seconds off that lap. Still pretty close for second place though, so maybe they'll battle some more. Of course, we talked about on their fresh tires, they are going to be a little bit faster on a track like this, but we can just keep going, maintain. There's only going to be, what, 4 or 5 laps to go here or so, so when we come back out, we should have about a 15-20 second gap. Maybe a little bit more if our guys do good pit work. And we should be set then. Still got a nice cat back in the brake zone, no pressure, 8 tenths. We got a little bit of left rear damage. Car appears to be a little bit more wobbly under braking than it had been prior to that contact the previous line. Not a problem. So Drew did get a point there from the car that had a tow. I think that might have been whoever we said was up in 39th there ahead. Looks like it was. Off again here for Greg Hill, who stopped again right around this corner on the exit in another Lambo, so he's going to drop back to the back. Hopefully he can get going and save another point from Drew if he can just get going again. Not sure if he'll be able to or if he'll have to tow Ian 2 seconds up the road, Ian Sudel, for the next position that he could get on track, Drew, so that's probably not going to happen. Just about 5-4 laps, so probably going to be 4 laps to go here because we're going to have to make our pit stop, so we're going to get 4 laps to go and then come back to 3 laps to go. So we're only going to have to make 3 laps after our pit stop, which is nice. Pretty good fuel mileage here for us again today. Definitely have been one of the faster cars regardless, but come on in, make our pit stop here, nice and smooth on our pit entry. We actually opened up the gap a little bit with all the chaos that lap. 45 mile an hour pit road speed on the limiter. We'll find our dude. He's going to be up, what, we started about 7th today, so he'll be up a little further certainly than he was at Daytona. Very, very long pit road, just about the longest on iRacing total. Very, very slow, very boring, very long. There's our dude. Get our 6 gallons of fuel, do a quick pedal reset while we're in here, why not? Dale Jr. only 17, so he's going to lose more than 10 points today as well. Get out nicely, no issue. The limiter, hopefully we can squeak out ahead of these guys, but I'm not sure if we will. We will, just barely. Left it close there to get out in front of TJ Majors and Dave and those guys, but we did come out to a nice clean track, so great work by the pit crew. Getting us out ahead here. And some nice free air. Cars were in the top 20. So competitive race cars in the top half of the field, we'll look back to what kind of gap we have. About 40 seconds, so maybe I totally miscalculated our gap there. We only lost about 40 seconds all in on that pit stop. I don't know exactly how long we were in the box. I didn't even think to look. But a 40-second lead here. And 3 laps, definitely not going to be able to throw that much time away. So we're looking very, very good here. Shouldn't have any kind of issues in 3 laps. We can go, you know, we can go MX5 speed around here and be able to maintain this kind of gap. So we did our job. We got the pit stop well, got the right amount of fuel. Great race pace. Obviously, being able to pit and lead control that way was ideal. So we'll see what we can end up with here. But definitely got the job done today. Didn't have the best qualifying lap, but we were able to move through the field with a little bit of weirdness at the start, but we were very efficient and got the job done. So we could even pit again with the gap that we have. Pit again, still come out with a 5 to 6 second lead, it looks like. So not worried about lap time now. They will of course be faster on their fresh tires, but that's okay. all about the strategy. Alright, should be 2 laps to go here. Maybe. No, 3 laps to go, sorry. I always get that wrong. So 3 laps to go, we got 2 more, and then plus 1 when time is not going to be complete. So see exactly what our gap is. Still a good battle for second place currently. So 3 laps to go. Stevie Reese still on pit road with his damage or whatever happened there. Great work for our pit crew guys. Looks like we're only in the pit stop for maybe 10, 15 seconds. Another problem here for Greg Hill. It looks like he took someone with him perhaps. Toe there for Greg Hill. Looks like Greg West with him. I don't know exactly what happened there, but definitely a spin. Looks like Dean Marsh might have gotten caught out there. Junior got another freebie there. Another bonus point in the bank for Dale Jr. He's going to lose, what, about 15 points now to where we are at here today. So, a drop for the point league. We should be able to take over that, no problem. We're only, what, 2 back, I think. So, big win last week. Going to be outside the top 10 this week. Probably should have finished second last race out, but that's okay. We've been the most consistent. Obviously, the big win at Spa to open it up. The mistake by me that cost us second or third, but we ended up 4th at Daytona. Managed to salvage that at the very end. And then hopefully a big win here today in dominating fashion. So I thought that this might be a little bit of a weaker track based on how we were in the draft on the straightaways last time out, but ended in the combo. So that gives me hope going to Sebring. Similar track like this, some long straightaways, but you know, plenty of stuff too where we can make some good time with this package. Watkins Glen a little bit of the same, so hopefully those will both be good races. Road Atlanta obviously has the one long straightaway but plenty of twisty bits, so that should be one to watch out for. Should be a good race. I think we got 3 solid tracks coming up, and going in with the points lead should be beneficial. We'll go in the points conservation mode if we're able to have a nice race at Road Atlanta, because we should be what, about 50 points ahead or so here after this. 13 and full of points, so if we can have a nice race at Road Atlanta, going to those last 2 with a 10-point gap, we can play things a little bit smarter and smoother. We've seen we have good pace on the race day, so that's important. 3 minutes left, 2 laps, about a 45-second gap or so. 2 laps to go. So it is going to, my math was, if I said 21:22, so we're in the ballpark. You always got to remember that pit stop time as well. See where we are, see where Drew is running back in. Actually not on our gap right there. We'll look at 39th, not on that one either, so it's fine. I think Drew's still in 39th though, so. Big point loss for him, going to be 38-point loss. He's going to fall about 35, 36 points behind here today. Although, what's his name, Toad already. Not Stevie Reese, but Greg Hill, after a great run. Going to drop all the way back deep in the 30s. Catching Greg West here, weird spot in the carousel. The double lap car came back to the mobile up ahead there in 38th. So you can catch her in a decent spot. Going to get around Greg West outside the carousel. Just a little touch there, no problem. Just a little bit of a door bang to get that pass done. Catch these guys in a weird position here. See if we can split the middle. Oh, it's all gone wrong. I figured it might. We've got wheel damage. That's not good. Can we limp it back? Can we limp it to pit road and get the faster pair? It's going to be the final lap of the race. We have plenty of gap to give. It's probably obviously a silly move by me there. Optimistic on where we were on the racetrack to make that move, split the middle. Can't afford a spin now though. We gotta get back to the pit smoothly. Smoothly-ish. Make sure we have nothing checked here. Coming to the white flag, final lap of the race. Oh no, that's it. We're not going to make it back from here. Alright, we're in trouble now. Yeah, we could have been okay, but now we're not going to be. Silly mistake by me. We're going to be in trouble here. We're going to finish outside the top 10. That throws a wrench in this race. Had everything going good, and I threw it away. Hopefully we can get out of here in 5th. Hopefully. If we can get to the pits. Just a mistake. Silly, silly mistake. I thought there was room there. We made the contact. Looks like we're going to be 6th, 7th place here. See if we can get by Dano on this final lap. I don't think we will. There he goes. So we're back in 6th now. Just a silly mistake. Don't know what I was thinking there. We had the comfortable margin, gave all of it up trying to come to pit road. For the faster end, we probably still would have been decent. Maybe not great, but okay. Not sure if we could have gotten out with the lead, but the spin cost us more than 20 seconds for sure, so we could have been for the lead. So we just gave away 6 points there. Junior's gonna stay in touch here in the points of big benefit to some of these other guys. Silly mistakes, I tell you, that's what the series is made of. I always go for it. I promised you I'd always go for it, try to make it exciting, but big slide there. We rolled the dice, went for it, was aggressive, and it did us again here. We saw it at Olton Park in the spec, I believe it was, but well, that makes these next couple races even more important. Road Atlanta, we need a good run there. We need a clean race there. We have not had it here again today. Mistake by me. It's a little bit of the drama factor. It'd be boring if I just won the race by too much. So we'll go back and look at that. Why not? Not upset. Made the move. Tried to make the risky move and didn't pan out. It'd be boring if I just followed him around, right? I thought it was going to be in a good spot there. Didn't work out that way, obviously. Definitely guys are having issues here, it looks like. I don't know what the deal is. Looks like they might have even finished already, so I don't know what's going on, it's fine. Alright, gonna be a, what, 6th place finish here for us today. Gave up a lot of points on the final lap, but that's alright. Randy was able to hold off Brent for the victory. And we're going to finish up in 6th place, so just an unfortunate way to end it there. Mistake by me. We'll check back on what the heck happened, and I think it would have been okay. We'll count how long I was stuck in pit road there. We only finished 20 seconds behind, so see how long I was in pit road here. It's got to be more than 20 seconds. We'll count. I just dropped the wheel. Yeah, about 20, 21 seconds there. So if we could have gotten through there, if I wouldn't have been down the pit stop even, we still probably would have been okay to get going there and make our pit stop and at least come out around the front couple cars. So trying to figure out exactly what happened. I mean, I know what happened. I tried to split the middle here and it didn't work, but why? Thought there was the gap there. Okay, so there was a break there by whoever this was. I'm gonna put this down. This is what I want. All right, so whoever this black car is here brakes right when I start to make this move. We don't have the space to go between. I feel like he's coming over. I feel like I'm going pretty straight, honestly. I mean, obviously there's not a gap there for me to make this pass, but they're both going over to the right as if to take the normal line, and my car is there, obviously, so I don't know why we got so much damage from that. Obviously, we got the left rear wheel damage. Thankful that this happened in a place on the track like this where we could just kind of limp back to the pits, but just my mistake, trying to make it fun. We had a 40-second gap. But obviously, if I could have done the pit road without issue, We still would have probably won the race after all that. So throws a little bit of a wrench in things. Dale Jr. is going to finish up, looks like 15th place, so we'll gain 9 points on him, take a 7-point lead. And Drew Adamson rebounded to 36th place here today, so took about 30 points out of him. So we'll check the standings here. Race results have gone official. Check in on how everything wrapped up, and just obviously silly on my part, but I didn't want it to be too boring. I felt like that was a move that, whatever, it's fine. We'll see how we do here. Let's see where the points are looking at. Season standings. So still the points leader by 5 over Nim Cross in the Mercedes, 8 over Dale Jr. in the Porsche, and 8 over Tran in the Audi. Next up is actually Lauren, who started right in front of us. That race 15 back. Kevin Bob at 19 back. So how far back did Drew fall? 10th, 29 points back. So see how we play out there. Looks like we all worry about Tran and Jr. and Nim Cross. So next race, like I said, will be at Road Atlanta coming up next. So hopefully we make it through that one without killing everybody. That would be ideal. So that's what's up, and we'll see how things are going next time out. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you drop a like and sub down below so you miss any of the action moving forwards. As always, thank you to all my sponsors, supporters, everybody that makes this possible. And on to Road Atlanta and Georgia. So until next time, as always, bye.